This is Big Mouf Radio, man. You're getting the exclusive right now. I had to ask permission, you know what I mean, because we're going to air it later, you know what I mean? Y'all getting the, you know what I mean, the one up on everybody.
Indeed.
All day.
See how your headphones sound.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
back once
hey.
again.
All right.
What's up? Y'all
It's your
already
man,
know.
Big Rahb.
It's your girl, Miss Dany.
And this is the Big Mouf Radio Show.
Yeah.
As promised, we have an exclusive interview for you today.
Man.
My man.
Wait a minute.
Hip-hop's own.
Listen, this is legendary talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like,
Yeah.
this is legendary right here.
So for those who wonder what we're talking about, Tracey Lee is in the building.
Yeah.
What's happening? Appreciate you for coming through
All
first
day.
and foremost.
Nah, I mean, I'm just ecstatic to be here, man. It's always a good feeling when people want you to come up and, you know, chop it up a little bit
For
and all that
sure.
stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So
We
Indeed.
appreciate you, man, for trucking it in the snow, too.
It's
Yes,
all
indeed.
good. It's all good. We do this.
East Coast.
Already.
All
But
right.
yo, so first time we met, and I don't know if you noticed or if you remember or not, but you and Young Guru came through Del State.
Shout out to YG.
Nice.
Yeah. So allhiphop.com.
Yes.
Right.
Shout
That's
out to
who
all
I
hip
brought him
hop.
through.
Shout out
I
to
used-
Chuck Creekman.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Greg, Grouchy Greg. I used to write for them.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. So we first met there, and it was brief after the whole like seminar, but fast forward 9-10 years later, still the same Trey Lee. However, you coming with some new heat.
Some new heat.
And for the people who may not remember or may not know where you started, I played the theme before we came into you. And so, first question.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired of that song?
Nah, man. Let me keep it a stack.
Yeah.
Maybe about 10 years ago, it was a point where I was like, yo, man, come on.
Right.
I got new music in the can, da-da-da-da-da, but this is all y'all want to hear.
Right.
But then after a while, it was like, yo, man, this is a blessing.
Yeah.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying?
Come
like,
on.
to still have a record that's prominent, not
Yes.
just, you know what I'm saying, in a cut that you can go practically everywhere in every major city in
And
America.
people are
Yeah.
moving to it.
Yeah.
People still moving,
Come
people
on.
still playing the record, it's still getting airplay on radio
Love it.
and all that kind of, like, that's a
That's a fact.
blessing, man. So,
Now, I mean,
dope.
and if I can go back, I'm a big stat geek, right? If I can go to the stats, right?
Sure.
Your record previewed at I just lost it. Number
Premiere.
6. Premiered at
Yeah.
number 6 on the hot rap songs.
Yeah.
Type. So first, Puff Daddy dropped "Can't Nobody Hold Me Down"
Right.
around that same time.
Right. I like your research.
Cool G Rap had "Clear My Throat"
Yeah.
around that time.
No, not Cool G Rap.
I'm sorry,
DJ Cool. Yeah.
My apologies. Who just won like a major award.
Nice.
We talked about that a few weeks ago. So shout out to DJ Q.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Redman had Whatever Man out
Yep.
around that time.
Yep.
Camp Low had Lucchini.
Yep.
Ah.
And
Fire record.
the theme is amongst all of these records.
Absolutely. Heat on the radio, man.
And to be exact, the theme was higher than Lil' Kim's No Time.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
nice.
and to put it in perspective, I was really the newcomer out of
Yep.
everybody that was.
Yep.
So if you think about it in terms of that, like, I came out of nowhere. Basically.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Smashing though.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
who is this? Like,
And that really was the buzz in the industry.
that's
like, yo,
super
who is
dope.
this?
That's
You know what I'm
dope,
saying?
man.
So,
And repping Philly.
all day.
Come
All
on.
day.
Man, so being signed to Universal then and dropping Expect the Unexpected now, what's like, how is that process different?
Now it's total freedom. Now it's me. Now it's me doing everything, not only from the artistic side but from the admin side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which, you know, I cringe when I say this, but I got a little bit more respect for labels in that regard.
Yeah.
Because that's the part that you take for granted when you're signed.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work,
It's a lot of
like
work.
on that end. So I would say that is the biggest difference. Like, I got to put on one hat once I get out of the booth and the project's done.
Right.
Shout out to OJ's who produced the entire album. And he's from Baltimore, by the way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? once we got out of the creative aspect, I immediately had to put on my admin hat.
Yeah.
I immediately had to put on the executive hat and figure out, okay, how do we market this? How do we promote this? Me and Jizz.
Right.
And then doing all the paperwork with regards to getting the ISRC, embedded in all in the codes, all in the records, and registering it with DistroKid to get it distributed, and getting the copyright paperwork together and all of that kind of stuff. Like, that's the stuff that you kind of take for granted as an artist on a major label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot to it, man. So, man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? I expected it to be like 99, 2000, 2001 good. But listening to the album, it's 2019 good. Like
Thank you for that.
Nice,
you know what I'm saying? So
nice.
Like, you got like different drones that's appropriate for different atmospheres, for different moods, right?
Yeah.
Different vibes. So it's like, what is your favorite record off of the album? I know that's a hard question because it's so many different styles of songs. Some songs really can't be compared to each other.
No. I think it's a fair question because I have my favorites on all of my records, on all of my albums, should I say. And that's 4 albums total. Okay. It ain't like, I got, a 10 album catalog, but, I can find favorites on each album.
Yeah. Okay.
This particular, but it's a unfair question with this particular album because, again, like you just pointed out, this joint goes so many different directions, which follows the mode of Many Faces because Many Faces was created in that mind state as well.
Right.
But again, the sounds on this particular record, like the production, shout out to OJ's again. I don't know, man. I really okay. If you're gonna twist my arm, I'm gonna say Smoke. Smoke is the first record on the album, and that's in between that and Spoken For. When I was done, when the album was complete, those are the 2 records that I played over and over. Smoke was the one, like, every day I got up, it was like that just set the stage for the whole day for me. You know what I'm saying? It was spiritual, it was African, it was Native American, it was and there was some I'm not gonna call it a shot, but it was a response to, N.O.R.E saying some things on Drink Champs, a couple of times.
I need to go back and listen to this.
Ooh, me too.
So here's the thing. So when I first played the album, right, I think I was at work or I was in the middle of doing something. I hit play. Smoke came on. Smoke made me stop what I was doing. Like, hold up, let me bring this back because usually I just let things play through while I'm doing stuff, and I might miss a few bars, maybe a few songs, and I come in and out. But Smoke made me sit down. Like, hold up, let me hold up, let me find out he got something to say. So I listened to Smoke, but I think my favorite songs from the album, and I can't just pick one, so I'm gonna pick 2, and they're 2 different types of songs.
Sure.
So, and not in this order, but I Wonder. It's like that hoodie on, I'm going to the gym, or I'm about to go get this money type of song, right?
Yeah.
And then Spoken For, because I'm recently, married.
There we go. There we go.
We talked about that earlier. But Spoken For is like my theme song right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely hits home. Like my lady is my rock. Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? So Spoken For is very relatable for me.
Oh no. And I find that Spoken For here's the interesting dynamic with Spoken For and with Smoke. I'm gonna go back to Smoke.
Okay.
There's a lot of men that hear Spoken For and be like, yo, Trey, you saying the kind of stuff I want to say to others, but I ain't really found that one to say it to, so it tugs at your emotion a little bit from a male perspective. And that's the reason why I wrote it in that manner, because really, like, my wife was really kind of twisting my arm, not really twisting my arm, but she was like, yo, you write all this stuff, you ain't wrote a song about me yet. I was like, I had to find the right John to really, and so that's what it was. But with Smoke, I get a lot of women that say, yo, Smoke is, and it's yo, Smoke is hard. Smoke, and I'm like, word? Like, you, like, yeah, Smoke, that's my joint right now. And I'm like, wow, that's an interesting dynamic. Like more men, you would think
Right.
more women would get into spoken for and more men would get into smoke, which they do, but it's just like I get approached with those songs from, you know what I'm saying, from like I said, from a different perspective with regards to male and female.
How is it, like, I guess after all this time, being like still recognized? Like we talked offline about
Sure.
just being kind of stopped and recognized. It's been what?
22 years
22
to be
years
precise.
since the debut album. So
Sure.
like
Ooh, that's 22 years.
97, March of 97 he
Word.
dropped. And so like I was okay, I'm not gonna say how old I was, but still
I was 13. Yo. I'm
I was
gonna
10.
keep it a buck.
I was 10.
Wow. And I was 26 going on 27. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I love it, man. So,
You know what
I mean, going from, obscurity to being like
Sure.
a Philly superstar, an East Coast superstar, to transitioning into an entertainment lawyer, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But how is it now still being like, stopped or recognized and
It's surreal.
reminded?
It's surreal. It's like, and again, I'm a real spiritual cat. So it's always like I give, God all the glory.
Yes.
Just
yes.
for people understanding and recognizing who I am.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
because there's so many artists that come and go.
Yes.
There's so
That's
many
a fact.
artists that, you know what I'm saying,
Big
get
facts.
caught up into, things and they fall off the wagon or they wind up just doing something else. And,
Right.
And just, again, and then you're talking about from a generational perspective, like we were just, really calling out our ages
Yeah,
just
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Right.
I got you guys by what? 15 years, somewhere
Something
around,
like
because
that.
I'll
Something like
be 49 this year.
So 14 for me to be
Yeah,
exact.
so you talking about a whole nother generation.
Right.